Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you're having a great day. Super excited about today's video. We are going to be talking about the VFX Camera Ready Foundation, and I'm also going to be showing you guys a couple other products that I have from Farmasi to test out. This is the finished look that I created for you guys today, and I'm really excited to show it to you. So don't forget to like if you enjoyed. Also subscribe if you want to become part of the family, and you can also ring the notification bell to get a notification every single time I upload. But otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, I have you all pulled in and ready to go. My face is already primed and set. I'm using the No Problem Primer. I do not have the primer from Farmasi yet, but today we are going to be using shade 01 of the VFX Camera Ready Foundation. This foundation is supposed to be full coverage, and I will go ahead and put a picture on the screen for you guys of the first 4 shades. These are the 4 sample packs that came in the starter kit 00, 01, 02, and 03. They get pretty orange pretty quickly, and so I didn't have something that was my perfect shade, so I'm going to go ahead and use 01, just make it work the best I can. Most of the time, as long as you blend it out really well and you use a good amount of bronzer to warm up the face, make sure you've got it blended down to the neck. There really isn't any issues. So I'm going to go ahead and dot this all over my face. I'm excited to see how full coverage this actually is. So I'm going to just start with this amount right here, use my kabuki brush to blend it out and see what type of coverage we have and if this is going to be enough product. The little sample packs, it's kind of messy, but I'll show you guys. The little sample packs that they give you are 0.08 fluid ounces, and it's the same size that came with the Stay Matte foundation. That's the last video I did, so you guys can go check that out as well. I was actually able to use this foundation I think 2 times before that sample pack was gone, so that worked out really well. But we're just going to go ahead and see what we got here. Alrighty guys, so that is kind of the first amount of product blended out on my face. I don't have a beauty sponge that's wet and ready to use right now, so I'm not going to go ahead and try it with a sponge today. But I will tell you, most of the time I do get better coverage using a kabuki brush than I do a beauty sponge. Unless if you have a specific type of beauty sponge. Sponges tend to soak up the product and not put it all over the face. And so it can give you less coverage, but I really think the way that we apply it is personal preference. I'm going to go ahead and add some more and build it up because where it's sitting right now is definitely not full coverage. And I know that the color, like I said, might look a little bit wonky, especially with the camera. It tends to make things even worse than what they actually are. The way that I see it right now, it's definitely not full coverage the way that I have applied it with that amount of product you guys saw I had on my face, but I'm going to go ahead and try and build it up. It does feel very lightweight. I don't feel cakey, and it kind of does have a little bit of a fragrance to it. It's very nice smelling though, and it's not super strong at all, so just keep that in mind as well. But I'm going to go ahead and build this product up a little bit, and I'll be back in just a second. Alrighty guys, I did go back and add a little bit more product with the kabuki brush that I had. I also grabbed one of my beauty sponges and wet it down with some of my setting spray and applied just a little section underneath my eye here to see if it would build up the coverage at all. It seems like the coverage, whether you use a beauty sponge or a kabuki brush, is about the same, and in my opinion, this foundation is not full coverage compared to some of the other foundations that I have seen. But I've said this in a lot of my videos on my main channel, coverage for foundations is usually perspective. Yes, full coverage foundation should be covering up all the redness. It really should cover up a majority of freckles depending on how dark they are, and really should be like a fresh new skin that you're laying over top of, that you really shouldn't be able to see anything underneath. But as far as anything underneath full coverage, it's really going to be perspective based on what the company who's creating the product wants to say that their product is going to do. So Is it considered a full coverage foundation? Probably. Is it the most full coverage foundation that I've ever used? It's not. So just keep that in mind. Once again though, it does seem like it blends out really, really well. It smells really nice. It's got, like I said before, just a little bit of fragrance, not a ton, but it's a very pleasant smell. It's not super perfumey or chemically smelling. It's almost kind of like a suntan lotion a little bit, but I don't even think that's really the right description. So just keep that in mind. I know some people are a little bit sensitive to fragrances, but it blended out really nicely and is sitting really nicely on my skin as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put some concealer and contour on, and then I will be back to show you guys a couple more of the Farmasi products that I want to show you today. Alrighty guys, I am back. I did some contour, bronzer, blush, highlighter, and now I'm going to be moving on to brows. I have the Farmasi brow pomade and I have the shade 02, which is brown, and I'm just going to take one of these angled brushes that I have in my drawer. I'm going to grab some product on it, and I am just going to, with a very light hand, just start carving out the bottom of my brow here. And once I get that baseline for the bottom, I will do the same thing for the top. And bam, we have a brow. Alrighty guys, so now that I have my brows on and they're set to go, I'm going to go ahead and put some eyeshadow on off camera, and then I'm going to come back. We are going to do eyeliner and mascara. Alrighty guys, so I have some eyeshadow on. The next product I'm going to be moving into is the Farmasi Ink Liner Eyeliner Pen. This felt tip pen is so amazing, you guys. It goes on so nice. It's easy to control. There's a decent amount of product that comes out, and it really does help you make a beautiful wing, or it just gives you the ability to line that top lash line to put some mascara on or some lashes or whatever you're going to do. So I'm going to keep it simple today. I want to keep the eye look as the focus. Usually I would do a really thick wing just because I really like those, but generally when I put a thick wing on, I like to have falsies on. I just don't feel like putting falsies on today. It's just one of those days. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my mirror and show you guys how easy this liner is to use. It can be a little bit intimidating if you're a little bit newer to makeup because it kind of has like a big spiky tip. But it really is nice and gentle, and the product comes out flawlessly. Alrighty guys, so other eye is done, and I have went ahead and curled my eyelashes. I think I also forgot to tell you guys earlier on in the video that I did add some liquid lipstick. I had foundation all over my lips and I just needed some color. So this is the Farmasi liquid lipstick in the shade 203, which is called Au Naturel. So now that I have curled my lashes, I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara. I have the Extreme Curl False Lash Effect Mascara. Try and say that 10 times fast. There's so many things in makeup that are like major tongue twisters. But I'm going to go ahead and just apply this to my natural lashes now. And I've only used this mascara once or twice so far. But the couple times that I have used it, I really like it. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead and applied a couple layers of this mascara to both my top and my bottom lashes. I really like this mascara, you guys, particularly for my bottom lashes. My upper lashes could be a little bit more volumized, but this mascara is not really meant to add volume. It's mostly to add more curl and I think more length to them. So I could use another mascara to build it up, but I think it did a pretty good job and my lower lashes look amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and found some tips and tricks that might help you in your everyday makeup routine. And just remember that Farmasi has some awesome products. Of course, I haven't been able to try a ton of them for you guys yet, but as I get products in, I will make more tutorials for you and let you guys know what my thoughts are. So far, I really like this foundation. It dried down really nicely. It blended out super well. And I think with the other products on top, it just added a really nice effect to my skin. And I really, really like the way that it looks. So I'll be interested to see how it wears. But Farmasi does have some awesome programs that you guys can opt into if you want to. Farmasi has some awesome products, and just because I haven't tried them doesn't mean that you guys can't. My link is in the description box for you. Of course, you guys have the ability to purchase any products that I use today or anything that you see on our site. We have so many more products than just cosmetics, and I'd love for you guys to check that out. Farmasi also has an awesome opportunity where you can join to become an influencer as low as $19.99 to start off. It automatically gets you 50% off all the products on the site forever. There's no fees associated with being an influencer. You don't have to own a website. You don't have any quotas that you have to make. If you want to join for that $19.99 just to get the 50% off for your personal purchases, you are more than welcome to do that. Like I said before, there's no quotas, no obligation to sell it at all if you don't want to. So just keep that in mind, and any purchases that you guys make on my website, I do make a small commission from. If you guys have any questions, I'll also leave my email in the description box below. You guys can take a look at that. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video.